Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play One Must Fall 2097. Oh, a game from my childhood that the love for it has never gone down well. Sometimes frustration gets in the way, but I love this game to death. So yeah, one of the really, I wouldn't say only fighting games that were on PC, in this case DOS. It was definitely one of the best, and a lot of people who've reviewed it since it came out definitely agree that it's one of the best fighting games, period, potentially. So yeah, if you've never played this game before, on behalf of myself and everybody who has played it, you're in for a treat. And the bright side of this game is that it is now officially free. Yeah, so basically you can go anywhere online, preferably to a reputable site, download the full version, and play to your heart's content. Obviously you'll need either a computer that supports DOS or runs DOS, or you can use DOSBox as well. So yeah, let's go into this. Well, to be honest, this particular game right here is, I guess you could say, to showcase all the bells and whistles that have already been unlocked. As you can see, this is probably the best playthrough character I have ever accomplished. As you can see, there are 0 losses, and believe me, it's not that easy to get. However, there is a bit of an asterisk to this particular character, and that is, I did miss one of the secret fights in the, I guess you could say, the first tournament. I'm currently in, quote-unquote, the first tournament, but that's just because I decided to sign up, and as soon as I did that, I regretted it. So yeah, but in any case, we've got a fully tricked out Jaguar robot here, and obviously my character is fully trained, and we can go into sim mode without worrying about getting any losses on our record here. So yeah, lots of different robots in this game, all of them with their own stories, lots of different characters, again, with their own stories. And yeah, there's even one that I feel like, considering the context of the story that was in the manual, I feel like they are supposedly, or at least in my opinion anyway, the canon character. But this video is straight up just to give an introduction to the game, to show you what it's all about, what to expect from it, and just to have a little fun before we dive into the real stuff next time. So yeah. Alright, yeah, sure, let's start with Jean-Paul. Stadium. This is where the war machines get their first testing. The general public is invited to view the event. So yeah, with every, well, there's multiple stadiums or arenas you can fight in as well. So yeah. Unlike this one though, which has no hazards, I think every single one otherwise has hazards in it. So yeah. Ranging from electricity, lightning, you know, electrified fences to spears that come out of the out of the wall, kind of thing. Another one is fighter jets that do a number on your stagger gauge. Not much for damage, but yeah, you take a full volley of those the firepower from those things, and yeah, you can easily get staggered. Oh yeah, I love that. But yeah, the bright side of the well, do I want to spoil that? Nah, I'll wait until the official start of the game. So yeah, obviously we can change our color here. I decided to change. It wasn't always gold here. I just decided to set it gold because I had 0 losses. So yeah, just like as a self-made trophy, a 90-meter tall trophy, I guess you could say, gold trophy. But yeah, and there's other robots here. You got the Shadow, which used to be actually my favorite robot, but I don't know what happened to me over the years, but I straight up have a hard time fighting with it now. So yeah, there's the Pyros, there's the Shredder, the Flail, and the Nova. These are by no means all of the robots, they're just the ones that we have access to currently. So yeah, if you've got one fully fitted out, you can choose, if you decide to change robots and try to learn it, gives you the option, you can trade your Jaguar for said robot, and it gives you a sum of money to help power it up. So yeah, really nice feature there. But tournament play will have to wait until next time. So yeah, but in here there are, I didn't even enable it in this one. What was it? I think it was, wrong keys. There are cheat codes in this game. Well, I guess technically not cheat codes per se. I think I might have just gone into the wrong menu. But there are things you can adjust. Like this thing, the advanced options menu here is accessed by inputting a certain code in the main menu there. And I just did that even though it was already open on the main menu there. But this has some extra stuff you can change. So yeah, you can re-hit mode. What does it say? This will allow multiple hits to an airborne enemy. However, after a move has connected, it can no longer re-hit. If you mix up your moves, you can get some wild juggling combos. Extra hit will inflict only 60%. Extra hits will only inflict 60% of their normal damage. So yeah, basically allows you to juggle your foe, so to speak. So yeah. Defensive throws allow player to throw enemy from a defensive position. So yeah, throw range 100%, jump height 100%, hit pause. This is, I guess you could say, I guess in today's terms we'd call it the frame delay or something. I can't remember exactly what it is, so I don't know why I decided to go into it. But yeah, it's affects the amount of time the game pauses during a hit or a block. So yeah, vitality 100%. This will affect the amount of hits a player can take. Increasing this will allow for longer matches. This has no effect in tournament mode. So yeah, and knockdown none. This will make the indicated jumping move knock down the opponent when it hits. Hang on. This will make the indicated jumping move knock down the opponent when it hits. What's that? Oh, okay. So I guess maybe guaranteed knockdowns with these. So yeah, leave it at none. And you get block damage. This will cause damage to be inflicted when any move is blocked. So yeah, you can adjust this to being a perfect block, which you take no damage, or you can leave it 5%, which I generally keep it there. Also, there are hidden difficulties. In this case, at the very beginning of the game, I believe we have up to Champion, and then the Deadly and Ultimate difficulties require certain inputs to be made. So yeah, and we'll be going over those next time. We will definitely be playing on Ultimate though. So yeah, this, and also the difficulty here only applies to the I guess story mode, if you will. So the one-player mode. So yeah. This determines how well the computer fights in a one-player game. This has no effect on two-player games. Press left or right to change. Yeah, I guess technically it doesn't affect the two-player because, well, you're fighting another human. So yeah, in a way, it could potentially be more difficult. But yeah, and here you can adjust, how long you want the fights to take. You can go 1 round, best 2 of 3, 3 of 5, 4 of 7, and yeah, that's as high as it goes. I generally just keep it on 2 of 3, I don't know, I'm actually thinking maybe going for 3 of 5, but there's some fights where it's like, I just want to get over with. So, yeah, I'll think about it, and I'll make my decision next time. And yeah, you can turn the hazard, I recall I mentioned hazards in specific arenas. Yeah, this can turn them on or off, kind of thing. So yeah, if you want to fight uninterrupted and just being mono-a-mono or bot-y-bot, you can do that. So yeah, some arenas have dangerous environments, spikes, electricity, fighter planes, and the like. This option turns on and off. Yeah. So here is the power. So change the power of player one's hits or the player's hits and throws. This setting will take effect only in 2-player games. Press left and right to change. So yeah, and then there's hyper mode. Fight mode can be either normal or hyper. Hyper mode will enhance your special moves. Check the robot description section of help for more information. So basically, some robots have projectile attacks, and hyper mode just allows you to. It gives you a bit more control of what those projectiles do while they're in the air. I mean, it's one of those things where you want to go realism or do you want to have fun? So I want to have fun, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have a change of heart before next episode and I'll stick to normal. But yeah, because hyper can save my butt in a number of situations. So yeah, speed here. I'll change the overall speed of the game. Press left and right to change. So I've already done some testing previously based on how fast the robot moves. Like I said, these robots are 90 meters tall. So I wanted to have some sort of realism in their speed. So yeah, a 90 meter robot. I think it's either 90 meters or 90 feet or something like that. But either way, it's a tall robot. But I didn't want to turn it up like this because it just makes the game go nuts when you, especially in tournament mode, when you're souping up your robot to go faster kind of thing. I wanted it to start with a speed that I felt would be quote unquote accurate to how they might fight in real life at the very beginning kind of thing. And then obviously anything that we add to the robot will automatically just increase the robot and go from there kind of thing. I guess you could say that the most enjoyable experience that I've found is that setting right there. I think it's like three notches up the bar seems to be a nice sweet spot for the speed of the game. So yeah, configure. Did I go through that? Okay, so you can change the inputs. I believe the default for, I guess you'd say the let's see. This will use the numeric keypad for movement, enter for punch, and right shift for kick. So yeah, this is probably definitely catered towards 2-player because it gives having 2 people hunched over the same keyboard on opposite sides of the keyboard and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as you can see, the default I believe actually is well, obviously it's got enter for punch and shift for kick. And this one has tab and control for punching and kicking. However, I have mine set up to where I'm using the arrow keys for the movement and Z and X for the punching and kicking. So yeah, I find that to be the most user-friendly in my case. So yeah. Video options. So yeah, shadows high. That's as high as they go. Animation on. Palette animations, snow checking. What is this? Turning this off will speed up palette animations, but may cause snow or flicker with some video. Okay, so it's just a, I guess a troubleshooting thing maybe. But screen shakes. Just turn this off to eliminate the screen shaking when a character hits the wall, a character is thrown, etc. So a bit of a cinematic feel to the fight, I guess you could say. What is this? Turn off all palette animation, lightning flashes, flame flicker, and the like. Okay, so it's just if your CPU isn't quite able, or graphics card isn't. Did this even require a graphics card? Anyways, the CPU is, being taxed too much, and you need to lighten the load, as they say. So yeah. And animation turns extra animation on and off. You turn this off, the game will run faster, but won't look as detailed as you might expect. Turn robot shadows on. Yeah, so this is definitely a eye candy feature, if you will. And you can return it all to default. But yeah, what is the defaults? Okay, snow checking is default off, but let's turn it on. Wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, leave it on. Just wanted to make sure that it was going to make things look better. So yeah. We've got the sound up to about 80% here. Music is at about 40%. And yeah, stereo. And yeah, and is that it? Bit of a demo here. I already kind of gave you a demo. Maybe we'll, yeah, let's see what happens. Who do we get? Game randomly chooses to... Whoa, boy, this is going to be interesting. Use turtle wax on that head. Nah, use Mr. Clean. Self-deprecating humor. Would that qualify as self-deprecating humor? I don't know. So yeah, the robot we're looking at is called the Electra. I'd probably say I've seen a rating system that somebody on YouTube made, you know, rating the, I guess you could say the destruction moves, or basically the fatalities of the game. And personally, I think this one is the coolest, the Electra. Unfortunately, I do not have much experience with the Electra, and definitely a robot I'd be interested in taking a look into. And yeah, after every battle, we get a bit of a news broadcast, if you will, going over some events of the battle. And yeah. Ooh, got another one, and yeah, that's a nasty looking robot there that he's going up against. But yeah, they got the Thorn on the left and the Katana on the right with Milano there. So yeah. The Katana, from what I gather, is probably one of the... I wouldn't say easiest, but one of the easiest robots to win a fight with one specific move that it has. But yeah, again, another robot I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, let's get out of there. Is there anything in the help? Looking at One Must Fall, 2097. If the thought of... Okay, it's 90 feet tall. Robots engineered to tear you to shreds, makes you cower in fear. You'll love the exit option. But if you're pumped up and ready for the fight of your life, we made this game for you. Prepare to kick robotic butt. Read on to find out the inside scoop on One Must Fall 2097, the controls, the moves, the tournaments, playing tips, and more. While playing the game, you can press F1 key at any time to bring up these instructions. The on-disc manual. Yeah, the game came on... I think it actually... I can't remember if the full version came on floppy disk or not, but I do know there was a CD release of it, so yeah. On-disc manual is also jam-packed with even more tips to view it. Type help me from the DOS prompts. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed about DOS games and DOS boxes, that sometimes it's a little touchy with, you know, pressing certain buttons. There's one player, yeah. Tournament play, yeah. Yeesh. It's like the Need for Speed or Gran Turismo of the game, if you will. Tweak your machine. Gameplay. Pilot's pure brute strength. Brute strength. The higher your power, the more damage you will do when punching and kicking. Agility. Quick thinkers make quick competitors. Agility shows your power's reacting speed. And endurance. It's not only tensile strength that keeps a robot on his feet. Since a pilot feels each blow to his robot, endurance plays a vital role. Endurance also controls your stun resistance as well, so it's doubly important, if you will. So yeah, I believe there's actually somebody on YouTube, I believe the channel is PixelMusement, which he went into depth on the effects of each of these, like power, agility, endurance, and all that kind of stuff, and came up with you know, specific numbers and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, and it even affects the pilots as well. Yeesh, this is rough. Yeah, okay, that's tournament play. We'll get into that later. Holding bay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so this is the holding bay is where we visit just before the fight starts. And the arena, yeah. Blue bar is your stun gauge. And it drops below 0, your pilot becomes dizzy and loses control for several seconds. Yeah. Agility can help with that too. Don't think we saw it in my demonstration with my tournament robot, but the faster agility I find makes it easier to shake yourself out of being dizzy. And in the case of the robot I was using, fully tricked out, and my character being fully fully trained, you can actually shake yourself out of being dizzy before they can actually get in range to do more damage to you. So yeah, so I guess you could say agility has a dual purpose as well. What's next? Wide range of attacks. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but on the tournament screen there, on the upper right of the screen, it mentioned a few things. Hang on, let's go back to it. Was there anything else worth looking at here? Defense. Press back. And block any except leg sweeps. Yeah, so to block leg sweeps, you gotta be blocking down low kind of thing. Yeah. And at low one, you cannot defend any attack. So yeah, when you're in the air, you're vulnerable. But the aerial attacks can be pretty cool as well. They can also be frustrating when they're used on you. So yeah. Combos, yeah. Alright, that's done. So let's head back to the tournament play and take a look. So yeah, in the upper right there, you got the name of the robot, the Jaguar, which is what this is. And it gives you the list of special moves. So you've got the Jaguar Leap, the Concussion Cannon, and Overhead Throw. From what I understand, I don't even think the manual, I may be wrong, please correct me if I am, but I believe the manual didn't even have the move list. However, the devs did give us, a list of moves that the Jaguar can do, and especially in this case, they are relatively self-explanatory when you do them in battle. So yeah, just got to do your tried and true, I guess, button combinations or directional combinations, and a punch or a kick or whatever it needs to be done, and you can potentially find one yourself. So yeah. Alright, so anything else? No, we're going to be jumping into the story mode first in one player next time, and yeah, we'll be going through the story mode and seeing what the story is all about. So yeah, but in any case, I think that's about enough. I've rambled on long enough for ordering info. Yeah, the game's already registered, but yeah, Epic Mega Games. I don't think they're related to Epic Games these days, but who knows? Maybe they are. But yeah. Oh, hang on. Just say just $10, you can get the one most false. Okay, so the strategy guide had the list of moves in it. So yeah. So I guess there was a way for them to for you to learn what they are. And as you no doubt guessed, yeah, ad for other games that they made, Jazz Jackrabbit, and yeah. Yeah, as you've no doubt noticed, the soundtrack in this game is fantastic as well. And yeah, each of the arenas has its own theme to it and all of that fun stuff. And yeah, so hope you're as excited as I am to get started in this journey of ours. And yeah, so we'll take on the story mode next time with the one-player game, and then we'll see what it holds for us. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Formerly known, formerly known as Cirque 1983, but yeah, that's history. Well, sort of. Just finishing up some stuff with that channel, but yeah, right now. But anyways, so yeah, to be honest, quite honest, I don't know how often I'm going to be uploading this game. Who knows? It might be a lot more frequent than I think it will be. But I just wanted to get this thing started and get the intro out of the way and all that stuff, and so that the next time I record, we can jump right into it. So yeah. This is Intrepid83 signing off. If you enjoyed the video, If you really love this game, or if you like what you see, please hit the like button on your way out. It's a quick, simple, and easy way to show your support for the channel, and especially the series here. And I humbly thank you for your support in that matter. And yeah, if you dislike the video, feel free to hit the dislike button. Maybe leave a comment suggesting how I could potentially improve your expectations of this game, or what you hope to get out of it, or what you hope to get out of it versus what I've explained already. And yeah, and if I I guess I'd say I'd apologize for that, but to be quite honest, I don't know what to be apologizing other than not living up to your expectations, which I apologize. But in any case, and until next time, thank you for spending some of your time here. Take care, be blessed, and have a good one.